All right, my name is Muthoni Garland. I am a writer based at Storymoja, and I also edit other people's work at Storymoja. I lead a lot of writing workshops to help others develop their work at Storymoja. I am also a founder member of Storymoja and of the Storymoja Hay Festival.
My name is Alea Kasam, and I'm the Storymoja Hay Festival producer. Hay festivals have partner festivals around the world. The Storymoja Hay Festival is the only one now on the African continent, and it specifically celebrates African literature in all its forms, whether that's storytelling or poetry, whether it's through performance, whether it's through fiction, non-fiction. It's a space, like I said, where we celebrate books.
USA, it keeps going back and forth, and if it's the USA, it's something like 213 or 217,000 people reading from the same text on the same day.
This is the first year, I think, that we did a really good marketing effort for the festival, and I think our marketing team did an amazing job. Because of the work now we've been doing with children and visiting schools and, storytelling, we got far more schools. I think we had planned on getting something like maybe 1,200 to 1,500 kids at the festival. But what actually happened is, on the Thursday alone, we got over 1,000 kids. And on Friday, there were probably 4,000. And I'll never forget how, at lunchtime, we had the read aloud because we're trying to break the world record in reading. So we do these warm-ups where we try and get the kids to read aloud from the same text. And we'd invited our reading ambassador, Sauti Sol, to come as a surprise, sort of surprise guest, to lead that read aloud. And when they appeared, the screaming and the shouting and kids running from all over the place.
All right, let me continue.
The thing that really pops out in my mind, that's the big difference, is just the sheer number of children that have come to enjoy the festival. And for us, that's really the most exciting thing, because that's at the core of what we do. If we can excite children about books and about creativity, that's our next generation. That's the next generation of leaders, and that's who we really need to get excited about creativity.
I want everyone to say 3 C's. 3 C's. Number 1 is choices. 2, challenges. Consequences. And whatever choice you make, you have to go through challenges. And from those challenges, you get your consequences. So if you decide right now what you want to do in your life, you have to go through the challenges. Nothing comes easy. Nothing came easy for us. And also for us, just because we're in music doesn't mean we didn't go out and get an education. We still went out to uni and got our degrees, and we love reading as well. Because when you open up a book, you open up the rest of the world to you.
Say that I pledge to take my education very seriously. I pledge to read a book for the rest of my life. Not one book. I pledge to give equal opportunity to make sure that every child in this continent gets a quality education.
Can I have the glue? Okay, that's it now.
Naeka glue ndio cotton na hizo kwa zishikane. Alafu naenda mnaekewa glue hapa. Naeka nywele na vipini mbili hizo ndizo macho.
Hebu tuone.
Ariu.
Sema jina yako na hii. Sema jina yako na hii.
My name is Sifa Gaki Kinoti from Marian Preparatory School. We would love to come again next year because it was fun, we learned a lot, and it was just nice.
we create an environment where if you love books or are open-minded enough to sort of say, I'll sit in and listen to people talking about books, you should feel welcome. What we try and do with the adult program is a mixture of things. So we have the master classes. So we say to ourselves, if we're going to bring in all these amazing writers from all over the world, let's create platforms where they can teach as well as, demonstrate or show off their work, if you like. So that's why we came up with the master classes.
My name is Johan Halstand and I'm a writer of 8 books. And I'm here at the Storymoja Festival to talk about my writing and my books, particularly one of my science fiction novels for young adults. Yeah, I've just come from a session, a masterclass session. It was a masterclass session with 10 to 15 aspiring writers, and it was a great experience for me to be able to talk with coming writers from Kenya, and there were at least one from Uganda. And just being able to share how we write and how we work, discuss different tactics, discuss different ways of approaching storytelling and writing.
My name is Jackson Biko. I'm a writer, journalist, blogger, etc., etc. Well, this is my first time. I've heard quite a bit about Storymoja, but for this year I had the honor of being invited to give a talk on creative writing masterclass. It's been a very enlightening experience because I'm a sort of a recluse. I hide behind my words, and for me to come out here today to share, what I think creative writing is about, was sort of getting into a new sort of zone.
This year what was really interesting is we had a lot of writers write to us and say, we'd really like to come. Is there space? And of course there's always space. Teju Cole, actually, the way we invited him is Lola Shonain, who came last year, had a fantastic time, and she wrote to Teju and said, if you get a chance, you must go for the Storymoja Festival. And we've been, dying to have Teju Cole come visit us. So he said, absolutely, I'd love to come.
As the deeds of the former Speaker of the House, and if you've been to Nigeria, you'll get this one instantly because of our power situation. As the deeds of the former Speaker of the House were being brought to light at the Federal High Court, there was a power outage. Sometimes it takes about half a minute.
We are celebrating knowledge and ideas. We have writers from 14 countries visiting. But this is only made possible, I don't know if Lindy can come up. This is only made possible by the partnership with Hay Festival UK, the partnership with the National Museums of Kenya, and through, if you like, the Hay Festival connection, the partnership with the British High Commission. They have made it possible.
Storymoja Hay Festival, I think Hay Festival can't claim the credit for what Storymoja has actually achieved in the last 5 years. It's a fantastic partnership. We're privileged to be partnership with Storymoja.
It's exciting because the festival is becoming, or if not already has become, one of the most exciting festivals on the continent. And you see that through the audiences, you see that through the writers who want to come. So yes, you can see, I think we'll continue growing.
They do not look at color, religion, or maybe the style of fashion, you know. Hiyo uzalendo wanadamu ni kupendana.
most intense and yet fun festival is going to happen in 2014. I think if you've got anything else in your calendar for September, you know, make space for the Storymoja Festival. Be in Nairobi.